Hey guys, welcome to Honey, We Need to Chat.
where we believe when communication dies, bad things happen.
Here's a clip from our podcast.
Let's get chatting.
Honey, we need to chat.
Now we're going to dive into a Reddit story reflection. So first I'm going to read the story and then I'm just going to give some thoughts on it. So this is titled, Is it weird to not miss your partner when they leave? My partner is gone, like he is right now. I don't really miss him and I'm feeling a little guilty about it. I don't even care that much to have long talks with him. Just quick catch-ups are enough for me. I remember I used to pine over my partners if they were on a trip and call them and text them constantly. With my current partner, I'm enjoying being alone and being able to make whatever I want for food, sleep on my schedule, crochet and watch my own shows and just be alone. I feel like I should miss him, but I honestly don't. This was not written by me, babe, just in case you thought that, because I also crochet and I also like being on my own. So is it weird to not miss your partner when they leave? I don't think it's weird to not miss. I think it comes down to the definition of what missing is. Would it be weird to be happy and have no emotional connection to the fact that your partner's gone? Maybe a little bit weird. I miss Blair when he's gone. Like I said in my earlier reflections, I saw someone today that for a second, it just made me think it was him and it wasn't. And that's when I have the moments of like, oh my gosh, I miss Blair. And often by the end of a trip, it's very much like, I just want you home now. I miss the routine. I miss having someone here. I miss having my person. I miss everything that he brings to the family. So I do miss those things. For me, a lot of my things like this, missing things, missing people, grieving, a lot of that is very logical and sits in my head rather than in my emotions. Whereas I think some people feel things really physically like that. And I just don't for whatever reason. It's the same with our kids when we go away and we haven't had them around. I miss them logically and I know I miss them emotionally. But if I'm honest, I don't feel this deep craving for them that I think some other people experience. I would after more than 3 days, I'm sure that I would be feeling that. And especially if something's gone wrong, like when we went away to New Zealand, our baby got sick and I really struggled being away when that was happening. But I am okay at knowing that I'm going back to them and I don't have that like deep drive all the time to be with them when I'm gone. And I think it's the same with Blair. Like I really love having him here and I would always prefer to have him here, but I also appreciate time to myself. And so when he is gone, I don't necessarily walk around in a big ball of missing him or this kind of like dependency. I would have when I was younger. And I did when I was younger. And I wonder if there's something to be said for aging. And like I said earlier, like just becoming a bit more established as an adult. You've got work, you've got routines, you like get deeper and deeper into the sacrificing side of relationships or the effort side of relationships. So like as a mother, a lot of my relationship is a lot of work with my kids because I am completely responsible for them. I love them and they're so life-giving, but I also can see the side of it being when you can finally, you've got a little moment to be like, oh, I can choose what I want to eat. That's one of my favorite things when Blair goes away is being like, I'm going to choose what I want to eat. Unfortunately, right now I'm on a strict diet, so I can't really just eat whatever I want, but I get to pick. We've got different tastes in food. We've got different taste in bedtimes. We've got different tastes in what we watch. We've also got similarities, overlaps, and that's where we normally exist. But I think when he's gone, it's like that's the moment that I can kind of have that time to myself. And so I don't think that in and of itself, this story sounds like it's weird. I don't think it's not surprising to me that she might be experiencing something different with this partner than she did with her partners from when she was younger. And I think that's got more to do probably with the life stage that you're in. I think what would be weird is if you prefer to be alone. And I think what would be weird is if you never missed them. Like if they're gone for more than a week and you didn't have the thought of, I just want you back. It would maybe make me question some stuff more if that's the case. But if they're gone for a short trip and you're just enjoying that time to yourself without feeling this pang of like, oh, I should want them here, I don't think that's necessarily concerning. It's the outworking of it and it's the deeper meaning of it for yourself. And there's nothing we can say about somebody else's story. But just from my own personal experience, I resonate with enjoying this time to myself and being responsible for my own schedule. I'm curious to see what Blair said in his.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have zero context to the rest of their relationship from what all we've got is what she's written here. She says she has. I'm guessing pine means like miss them. I don't even remember. I don't even know what that means. Well, I'm going to assume it means that she has missed other partners when they're on a trip and call them and text them constantly. I wonder if that's a telling thing. I wonder if that's something there. Like, why did she miss them and not this guy? I have no idea if they're like been dating for a long time or whatever else. I have no idea of any of that. I think that it's a bit weird. I find it a bit weird that she doesn't miss him at all. Maybe they're in friend zone. Maybe, I don't know. There's so many things that it could be, and there's not enough information here. I think it's a little bit weird. I think either that she's just not. I wonder what it's like when he's actually around, though. That's probably when I would ask her, what's it like when he is around? Does she love him being around, or is she looking forward to him going away? Then it's a real issue. If she's looking forward for him to go away, then it's a real issue. If it's just that she's not missing him while he's gone, still see it as an issue, but not as much of one. I don't know. Like I said, I really struggle to be away when I'm away. I have no idea if Amy misses me or if it's just so busy and chaotic there that it's just, she just doesn't think about it. But I really hate being away. So I miss Amy. I miss my family. I want to be with them. So this is why I find this one a bit weird. I think asking the question of why is probably important for her. Having her own space is good, and if he's not away often, if he's only away for like a day or so, like maybe it's fine. Like I don't know. There's too many unknowns about this topic here. I would say she needs to probably ask the question, why would she not miss him? I find it weird. I don't know. I don't have much more to say about that. I think it's a bit weird.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's weird? I'd love to hear from you. All right, now just a last little bit here. We're going to go into the reality check corner, and today is just a little reflection that you can do with yourself and or with your partner later, and we're going to obviously be doing it separately to each other this week too. So the reflection is, what's one way I could show up better in our relationship right now?
I think I need to check in more about how Amy's love tank is going. We've talked about it a lot. We've spoken a lot about love languages, and I know Amy's is words of affirmation, or it used to be. And the more I know about love languages, the more I've been learning about them. I know that things can change. And so I'm not sure where that fits. And I don't know how I'm going with that because I haven't asked. But I think just being more aware, creating space to actually ask those questions and to be curious in that way would be good. I know we've spoken recently about how I've asked her recently, I'm more actively listening or something. And that's ironic because I can't remember what we were actually talking about. But I remember she was saying about, asking more questions about her interests. And so even though they're not my interests, but being curious about hers was something that she would like more of. And I feel like I've been trying to do that, but I don't know how I'm going. And that's something that I would like to improve. I want to know how I'm going. So she's mentioned that she wants me to show more interest in her interests. Cool. I've been trying to do that. Now, is that clear to Amy that I've been trying to do that? Or is that me just assuming that I'm on the right path? You know what I mean? We haven't spoken about it again since. So I want to know. I want to know how I'm going with that. And I think that's something I definitely want to increase in my intentionality on.
I think something that I could do better is being more thankful and more verbally appreciative of Blair, but also just even mentally taking that time, setting aside that time to notice what I appreciate about him. Like the exercise earlier in this episode, I think is really helpful. And we can find ourselves in routines and rhythms that we just go without doing that stuff unless you're prompted. And so I think, having time where I'm intentional about just taking a few extra seconds to look at him and appreciate him, or noticing what he does and then verbalizing that too where appropriate as well, so that my attitude is an attitude of thankfulness and my approach to him is an approach of thankfulness, because there's always going to be things to nitpick about your situation or your family or your partner, but there's also things to appreciate about them. And if you can appreciate that, if that can be your default to be appreciating, then the nitpicky things won't feel so big.
Well, guys, I know this is a bit of a weird episode, and I just want to say thank you so much for sticking to the end. This has just been one of those ones we wanted to give you a little bit more insight into our lives and to who we are, and a little bit of our journey as we're trying to, we're wanting to be here on the podcast, and we wanted to be here on YouTube and all the socials. But we also have jobs, and we're passionate about our jobs. There's more to us than just what you see on each episode. So we wanted to give you a little glimpse of that. We want to thank you so much for being here. We want to challenge you and encourage you. Do that rapid fire question. It's actually fun to try and think through our partners, and it actually makes me giggle, going through that. So check it out. Try that out with your partners, and even ask yourself the question as well with this reality check corner. What's one way that you could show up better in your relationship right now? We would love to hear from you. So send us an email. Let us know what's one way that you would like to do better in your relationship right now.
All right, guys, thanks so much for being with us. I hope you enjoyed this random little Honey, We Need to Chat corner. We'd love to hear your responses to the Reddit story, the reality check corner, and the rapid fire mini quiz if you're keen.